Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Broyans Farm.
I have to say, these bell peppers are absolutely gorgeous right now, especially for just getting hit with hail. They might have like a little, oops, they might have a couple marks on them, as you can see, like right here. But other than that, that little mark, they're beautiful. Like, they're huge, almost the size of my hand. So we do have very good picking left with bell. That's the good thing. They're a hardier shell, so the hits really didn't hit them that hard. But definitely it hit the Cuban. The Cuban, I think, was one of the peppers that got hit the most. This basket's here, so I'm just gonna move up just a little bit. I came over here to these tomatoes that are next to the peppers that we planted, just to see how they're looking and whatnot. And yes, they did get hit with hail also, but they're beautiful. I think, like, these are just, they're gonna be very nice tomatoes once they turn red. Some of them, like I said, did get hit, like these outer ones did get hit with the hail. But there is some underneath that are really starting to look beautiful. We could probably even pick some green tomatoes out of here. They're definitely full. They're not the biggest yet, but they will keep growing. Also got some banana here. They're still very nice. I didn't get to video today because I was out at the market unloading and helping Jen, but Frank got these red beets. And then he also went down and got these eggplant, which are beautiful. He did very good on those today. The guys picked some pickles and cucumbers this morning, and then here is the peppers that they picked today.
So we just got down here to the mid-season coal crop patch, picking some kohlrabi for the Scranton market and for Mom for our home market. Now these, again, just like the last patch, are getting a little bit bigger on us than we'd like them to, but there's still nothing wrong with them. They're not woody inside or anything like that. And if you don't know what kohlrabi is...
That's what lots of rain does.
Yeah. Kohlrabi tastes between like a cabbage and a turnip. Most people eat it raw. They just take the leaves off, skin the outside layer off, and slice it thin, put some salt on it. Or you can dice it up, put it in soups, stews, anything like that. It absorbs flavors really well. We have the normal green, and then down at the far end, which is new this year, we're going a purple kind as well. I haven't tried that, but I've heard it tastes kind of the same. Now we're moving into broccoli. We got some really nice heads here. Not monsters, but just really nice. We have a knife that's about 3 times too big for this job. Lexi should be in the
Pick a
safari.
broccoli with a machete. How are these here?
I'd pick them. Frank and I have now moved into bagging corn. We've been selling more and more corn as the years go on at our farm market. We started out bagging like 30 every 2 weeks. Now we're doing like 75 a week. And so we have moved just from the bed of my truck to the trailer. We've got around 52, 53 done already. We got about 25 more to go.
I knew you were gonna say that. Something told me you were gonna say that. Anyway. You know, one day he loves a Chevy truck, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Louis Garden Fort.
We're just about done bagging. We have 3 more to weigh. If it's down on the bottom, it means it's light. If it's in the middle, it's perfect. And if it's at the top, it's heavy. So that's good to go. I try and get them as close as I can when bagging, but they're not always perfect.
We are, though. It went up. That's the system here.
I might put my muck boots on and go in there and check that again. With the port.
Put that in the shed. What? Put that one in the shed?
Yeah, definitely. We're not going to back the trailer over.
Bring that to the shed.
Now we're out here in the cantaloupe again. Still a lot of green ones. We're hoping to get a couple anyway for market. Dad's driving, Frank's on the back. There's a ton here, they're just not turning. I know I've seen some out further in the patch though. There's one.
Got at that.
Now we're starting to get into them. There's one. That one's close. I just got out here to the farm market with a bin of corn in the back. Dad already left with the big truck to Scranton, which is where I'm gonna meet him. Sammy just got out here with my dad's truck. She got a load of veggies and some sunflowers, red beets, broccoli, sweet corn. Jill's making hoagies for us for market. So I just got back in here at market. We're starting to get all set up. The truck was full, but now it's obviously completely empty. On this side we have all our peppers and cucumbers. Still setting up the front. Table's gotta get set up yet. This is one of our skids here. 2 more bins of corn. Whole pallet of pickles right behind Earl. And then a bin of watermelon and cantaloupes.
There might be.
Oh, yeah, your truck's open, then they actually look down.
I love that corn.
We have an hour left of the day. I started packing some empties on. This was the cantaloupe and watermelon bin. We have the rest on the table right now. Just a bunch of empty boxes. These are both filled with corn. We still have a good display of stuff out there, which is good. But we don't have a lot extra, which is also good. That bin of corn is empty as well. We probably have about 10 dozen left on the table, and then that'll be it for the day. I'm home from market. We had a very good day. I wanted to walk over here to our greenhouses though. It was either yesterday or the day before. I wasn't actually home at that exact moment. We got the strawberry plugs delivered. Now, like I said, everything was screwed up. Norris Farms had a loss in plan, so we only got half of what we were supposed to get, which was 13,000. So we only got 6,500. Then we were kind of scrambling. We went with another company called Cube Pack, got a couple thousand off them. And then there was another local farm here, only like an hour away, not even. And I don't know the name of that farm, sadly. My mom does, but we got a couple thousand off him as well. So I don't know which ones are which, but I'm pretty sure right here on this wagon behind me and this wagon right over here is from the Cube Pack and the farm that's near us. In case any of these have diseases, Dad's gonna go over them and spray. That way, if there is anything, we're not putting it inside of our ground. It'll be dead, hopefully on the wagons here. But as far as I can see, without digging down in them, the plants look awesome. They look very healthy. These ones here look probably a little healthier than these ones down here. I don't know, could be different varieties, could be two different companies, I don't really know. Maybe it's just because these were damaged a little bit more in shipping, which is what it looks like to me. But I can't wait till we actually start, because we'll see exactly how they are down in the middle of the tray. I do notice though, these cells here are rounded and these ones over here are kind of like a cone. Don't know if that makes a difference or not, but we're gonna find that out. In here is all the strawberry boxes. Yep, that's the Cube Pack right there. And here is Maplewood Farm Market, Scotland Road, Shippensburg, PA. I don't know if that is the other company or not. Now, if any of you guys have been wondering how our high tunnel tomatoes are doing since we've been fertilizing them a lot more, and they are doing great. The plants look almost 100% different. Before they were smaller, they were yellower, they just didn't look good. Now they got a bunch of new leaves growing, they got new blossoms on, and just look a lot healthier in general. Here's some nice tomatoes coming on. They got a long way to go yet. Like I said in my previous videos, I'm pretty sure these blossoms will never actually make anything of themselves because it's gonna get too late in the season and the cold weather is just gonna stop them from producing. But again, we'll see what happens. We've really been going to town getting our 20,000 onions out of the ground, or somewhere around 20,000. We obviously had some loss. We've been putting them back here in the barn. It's kind of the best place. It's dry, it doesn't get damp, and obviously they don't get wet from any kind of rain. So here they are. I think that's all the white now out of the field, which is good because like I said before, they like to rot before the yellow. Here's the yellow. It's important that we make sure they're done growing and we cut the tops long enough, because what happens if they're not, they'll do this number right here, which is resprout again. I don't exactly know what that does to the onion. I think it makes it rot faster. Like if you use this now, it'd be fine. But like a lot of these onions are now gonna sit in here till October, maybe even the beginning of November, which is 5 or 6 weeks, maybe 7. And so anyway, if they start going bad now, they'll never make it that long and we're gonna lose a lot of money. If you're new to the channel and haven't seen our garlic, well, here is one massive pile. And back in here is the rest of it. I know it's kind of dark. This is 12,000 bulbs of garlic or something close to that. my last video, or 2 videos ago, I can't actually remember, I fertilized the dill and cultivated it, and then we had some rain, and man, are they coming up nice now. There's no weeds. You can just see the difference, and this is why we cultivate, obviously. The rest of the field was just like this. I just planted this because we had extra room. We weren't going to do anything with this ground anyway. And how you can see how weedy this is. But I went through here and cultivated it, and that basically got rid of them within, like, you know, a 2 or 3 foot section. And so I fertilized it like I said. I don't know if it's gonna make it. It's doing great, but it's got a long way to go, and the season's coming to an end fast. And when I say the season, I mostly mean the weather, because once it starts getting those cold nights and even cold days, it's not gonna grow near as fast as it is right now. It's so nice and bright green. I don't know why all this stuff just seems to look so much better after a rain. And I did cultivate this field as well. This is cabbage up here. Right here is kohlrabi, which I remember in my last video or 2 videos ago when I was showing you this, these were like the size of marbles, and now it's probably the size of like 3 marbles. It's amazing how fast it grows. And then we move into more cabbage, collard greens, broccoli, cauliflower. Right down here is the broccoli, kind of like more bluish. And then below that is our beans, which is yellow, green, and flat we have in these rows. You can see how rocky it is. It's amazing they even grow, but they do. Not real great, but they do. And the only reason they're not full is because these are planted by seed, and the soil conditions aren't ideal with all the rocks. So it's just a little bit, you know, patchy. But when it's planted in the rocks with a plug, or, you know, how you've seen it in my previous videos, well, the chances are much, much greater of surviving. And you can see that because there's almost no skips throughout the field here. That's what I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember, it ain't much, but it's honest work.